Have you always been wondering how I'm making these profits each and every time whenever I'm trading or whenever I set zones? The market respects most of my zones. In this video, I break down every step of the trade on how I made 8,000 US dollars trading a single liquidity plus imbalance setup using pure smart money concept. No indicators, no guessing, just precision. And in this video, we shall look at how I identified liquidity traps and inducements, how I used imbalance zones to confirm entries, the exact timing and execution that turned a simple setup into 8,000 US dollars in profit. Watch till the end. I reveal how to spot these setups in real time and how I manage my risk like a pro. And also I share the screenshots of this trade on how I made these profits.
Want to trade like the pros? Join my free Telegram channel where I reveal the actual trades we've taken, the powerful strategies behind them, and the results that speak for themselves. It's also your direct gateway to my exclusive mentorship and VIP program, where traders are leveling up fast. Don't miss this chance to learn, grow, and win. Tap the link in the bio or description to join free today.
As you know, we have liquidity everywhere, and liquidity is money, and there are your stop losses. First of all, there are people who will think that they're going to trade from here and they're going to sell around here. Now, most of the people, they're having that general concept of support and resistance or demand and supply. Those people who trade support and resistance, I won't say that it's bad, but on my side, sometimes they will be taken out by liquidity. Now, this is what is going to happen. First of all, you will think that the market is going to sell around here on this resistance zone, and at the end of it, you end up losing. Now, there are two types of people. There is this one who will trade what we call breakouts, and there is this one who will trade support and resistance. Now, this is what is going to happen. Someone is going to put their stop losses around here because they're going to take a sell trade around here. Now, these people who are going to trade what we call the resistance zone, they are going to think that the market, when the market comes back to this zone, all they are having in their thoughts that when the market comes back to this zone, this is what is going to happen, that the market is going to respect that zone and then drop. Now, what do you think is going to happen? Some people have set what we call pending orders here, what we call buy stops and all that. And what do you think is going to happen? A lot of stop losses are lying around here. And there is a lot of money that is lying around here, and institutional traders or big banks always want to sweep those liquidity because these are general things, because everyone who teaches about trading, they're talking about support and resistance. Now, this is what is going to happen. The market will do this. The market instead will do this. Now, when the market does this, there are people who will think that now the market is going to continue to the higher highs by buying. Since the market has broken this zone, now they are setting up for buying, and this is what they will do. They will think when the market comes back like this, they are going to take a buy entry and the market continues to that side. Now, this is what the market is going to do most of the times. The market is going to come, break this zone around here, sweep liquidity above that zone, and then the market drops down and you end up losing. Same as what can happen around here, same as this zone here. Some people will think the market is going to maybe buy, and they put their entries around here and they put their stop losses around here, and at the end of it all, they end up losing by the market doing this and doing this. Now, this is what we are fighting most of the times, and that's why you are here to learn, and that's why I teach my students what really the market talks about and what the market does most of the times. Same as this, same as trendline liquidity around here. I think you can see, same as trendline liquidity, sometimes the market will do this, and those traders, they will think the market is going to come here in order to continue to the higher highs, and this is what is going to happen. The market will come, sweep liquidity around here, all of it, and then market does this. You see, same as what can happen here still. And I think you have made all these things most of the times. You have seen the market doing this and then going to the direction that you wanted it to go. Most of the times you lose the money like that. Now, this is the setup I'm going to show you, that you change everything that you have been seeing in the market and you understand deeply what the market really wants from you. This is what we are going to be looking at. Now, first of all, sometimes the market is moving in an uptrend, creating a break of structures most of the times, like we call it. And sometimes you'll be waiting to buy around here, and the market comes to this zone and you are thinking of buying from this zone. These are the ways that you're going to be looking at this zone, and you know that this one either is going to give me something. And now that's where imbalance and liquidity comes in. Don't worry, I'll be showing you the real chart examples soon on how to take these trades. Now, first of all, the market will do this on this zone, and sometimes it will create what we call equal lows. Equal lows is a zone where liquidity is lying, a lot of liquidity. Many people are putting their stop losses and they're thinking that maybe the market is going to change direction from here and continue to the higher zones. And at the end of it all, you end up seeing the market dropping down. And market dropping down, maybe let's say here there is imbalance or fair value gap, and you're also having another zone that is not mitigated yet. Now, this zone here could be a good zone to trade from. Now, most traders who are trading these normal strategies, support and resistance and all that, what they will think is that maybe the market has broken here. Now it's going to retest here and then drop. Hence, we pro traders, we know what the market is looking for. The market is coming to sweep all this liquidity around here and also some liquidity that has been left here, because this one works as an inducing zone or an inducement or a trap. Now, this is what is going to happen. If the market taps here, it might come around here, does this, and does this, and then continues to the direction that it's supposed to be going to. Now, someone who has been trading from here is going to lose a lot of money because they're going to hit their stop losses with that belief that the market is going to continue to the higher highs. And someone who is selling from here is also going to lose a lot of money with a belief that the market is going to continue to the lower lows, thinking the market is changing the direction. And we pro traders, we're waiting for all the liquidity to be swept, and then we take a trade and then we go with the market. Now, do you see why most of the times you lose a lot of money? Now let's get to the real chart and then you see what I'm trying to mean. Now, with the real chart, we can see that this is gold market and the market was breaking, going to the higher highs. As we can see, this trend is breaking higher highs. Now, what else do we see around here? First of all, we see a zone around here that can still support. We see another zone around here that can still support, and more zones below that can still support around here down. Which one is the valid zone that we're going to take a trade from? First of all, these zones have been mitigated. This one is mitigated. At least a bit of this one was mitigated, but the market didn't reach into this candlestick. Now, this one is not yet mitigated at all. First of all, this zone is having imbalance and we're having some liquidity around here. So, which means other zones around here are going to be inducing zones. You might fall into a trap. The market might come to this zone thinking that it's the one that is going to push the market high, and then you end up losing. This is what you do. You have to look for imbalance. You have to look for liquidity, as you have seen here, and then you mark your zone. This is my zone that I'm marking. Me marking this zone, first of all, this zone is a large zone. You have two options of trading this zone. Either you have to wait for the market to come and reach in the mid of the zone so that you can trade and minimize the risk, or else you have to wait for the market to come to the zone and then the market changes character on the lower time frame and then you take a trade. So it's all up to you to choose what you want to go with the market. That's why in my classes I teach you all the ways that you are supposed to be trading, and also the secrets that most traders never talk about. Now, this is what is going to happen. We are seeing the liquidity that is not yet taken. Now, let's play this out and we see what the market really did as we're waiting for the market to come here. Now, this would be our zone that we're waiting for in order to take our trade from. Now, this is our zone and we are minimizing risk to low risk. Now, if I'm waiting for the market at least to come a few pips around here in the lower zone and I'm targeting the higher highs, first of all, I have to look at what is happening in the market. We can see that the market had tapped into this zone in order to gain this momentum of dropping here. Now, we are seeing also another zone that is not yet mitigated. So which means this can be my last take profit if I want to, though I don't know what the market is going to create around here. But this can be a good take profit around here because the market can change direction around here. We have minimized the risk and we're waiting. For those ones who do what we call sniper entries, it's all about you waiting for something that is not going to risk a lot, or a zone that is not going to risk a lot, in order for you to take a trade. But if I took a trade all the way from there above, let's say this is the whole order block, and it's a lot of pips, 165 pips. So I can't take all that risk. Now, what if I'm having a small account? It can be blown up. Now, what do? I'm having two options, either to wait for the market to come all the way down. That means I'll go to the lower time frame analysis, let's say 5 minutes. And on the lower time frame, we can see that we are having this last order block inside around here. Now, this one could be minimizing the risk depending on what we are having, because this zone was huge, though the zone is valid on my side. Now, with that one, I still minimize because it is still a huge zone. And I want to leave some breathing space for the market in order not to sweep me as liquidity and goes to my direction. On this zone, I think you see this zone also is a huge zone, 80 pips. Now, that's why I still have to minimize my zone. And that's why I'm taking a trade around here. Now, do you see why I'm minimizing the risk? At least this would be something like 70 pips. And I'm focused on at least, first of all, my first TP was around here, around something like 100 something pips. And another take profit was around here, a 300 something, 300, I think 70. Now, someone can also decide to keep on with the market and take all those pips. Now, this is what is going to happen. Here, we always learn on how to minimize risk and maximize the profits. Now, let's get back to 15 minutes chart and I show you. Now, we're going to play this out and we see what the market really did in these zones.
If you've been jumping from one free strategy to another and still can't find consistency, it's time to change how you learn. I've created an advanced mentorship at skillsfxuniversity.com, built for traders who want real mastery, not recycled content. Inside, I show you exactly how I break down the markets, catch precise entries, and grow consistent results without indicators or guesswork. And here's the game changer. When you join the Profit Accelerator, you get a free $10,000 funded account. When you join the Mastermind Access class, you receive a free $100,000 funded account. No extra fees. This is for serious traders only. Tap the link in my bio or check the description below to get started today. Let's build your breakthrough.
Now, the market has activated our zone. I think you can see very well that now the market has activated our zone and boom. Now the market is going to continue to the higher highs, as I said, but all my take profits were around here, and that's how things work out. Now, I think you can see the market reached here. I'm sure the market hit all TPs. Boom. Now, all TPs are hit. Now, what do I have to teach you about these things? First of all, I combined liquidity around here, and I combined imbalance of fair value gap, and I combined the direction of the market. And all that was what I was looking at. And I think you see the inducement zone that was broken now. Someone was taking a trade from here, which means many buyers tried to push the market up and then they failed until the market took them out. And this is how we made it in trading. But for us, we took this trade, the first one around here, and it gave us something like 230 pips. And the market came back, of course, and hit our BE of a half that we are remaining with, because we always close, we take partials, we always take partials and then we leave some. So to those ones who re-entered in this zone after the sweep of this liquidity, of course, they made it. Now, I think you see why you have to wait for liquidity and you have to understand what liquidity does. So the moment you understand liquidity, of course, you're going to understand how to trade. Now, these are the screenshots of the trade that we took and gave me those 8,000 USDs. And that's how I bet it and that's how I nailed it. But you have to learn a lot of things. You have to learn a lot of things. You have to get to my classes and learn. The more you waste time without getting to classes and learning, the more you lose and the more you blow up accounts. So what if I told you that there is a way you're going to trade for a few moments, for a little time, that is going to give you a lot of knowledge about trading, a lot of skill, in trading and a lot of profits in trading. And this is how we just make it snappy. You don't have to learn for years into trading and understanding how to trade. Just get to my classes, learn my strategy. It's just simple. You can at least make 100 pips daily, each and every day, most of the times. And we are only looking at profits, and we are looking at proper way of risking and the little risk that you're going to be taking and the way you're going to maximize the profit. That's how we are going to be doing it. Make sure you subscribe, like, and follow, and also comment to this video so that you can't miss more videos that are teaching you.